As tempting as it is to sometimes say, it's not my circus, I'm just one of the monkeys. As the software project leader, it is your circus, and you need to figure out how to manage all those monkeys. And you thought herding cats was a thing. Greetings, I'm Dr. Will, and welcome to Dr. Will's Software Project Leadership channel, where we focus on building real software to solve real problems. The term monkey management has been around since the 70s. From a Harvard Business Review article, Management Time, Who's Got the Monkey? By William Unken and Donald Wass. I heard about it during my career as an Air Force officer. If you've already subscribed to the channel, thank you very much. And if you'd like more content like this, then subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when it's available. I will talk about management time, but the concepts apply directly to leadership time as well, if you get the distinction. There are three kinds of management or leadership time. That's, first of all, the time that's imposed by your boss. That's time used to accomplish the tasks that are assigned to us. These are must-do tasks, or penalties, direct and swift, will ensue. You may not have many of these, or any of these, unless you're directly responsible to customers, investors, or others who can make demands on your time. But how many SaaS founders or leaders aren't responsible to somebody? Anyway, there's also system-imposed time, which is requests for support from peers. These are ought to do. They may have milder penalties and maybe social penalties that are associated that are not as direct or swift. These are co-founders, executive team members, mentors, peers in a peer-to-peer coaching environment, that sort of thing. And then there's the self-imposed time. Self-imposed time is used to do things that you originate or agree to do. Some of this self-imposed time is subordinate imposed time. These are things that you agree to do for your subordinates. The rest is discretionary time, and that's time that you originate the tasks. Note there are no penalties associated with self-imposed time at all. The first two kinds of time are pretty mandatory, unless you're willing to pay the penalties. The flexibility, your slack, is in your self-imposed time frame. The trick is to minimize the subordinate imposed time. What is subordinate imposed time? Subordinate imposed time is when you accept a task or problem from a subordinate and then you owe them the solution. Note the role inversion there. Monkey management is all about recognizing that tasks, responsibilities, and various problems are monkeys on people's backs. And these monkeys, like all good monkeys, can and do transfer from one person to another, to another, to another. The rule is that whoever has the monkey has to feed it, because if you don't feed it, it starves. And a starving monkey is not a pretty sight. Eventually it dies and starts to stink. So the manager's or leader's most important job, so that they can be effective managing or leading, is to ensure that they're carrying no more than the minimum number of monkeys, and that their monkeys cannot be carried or fed by anybody else. A friend of mine, a colleague from back in the day, Jim, once said that the objective was to ensure that not only does the subordinate leave your office with the monkey they came in with, but that they take one or two of yours as well when they go. And that's the objective. In Agile projects, managers are supposed to eliminate barriers that prevent people from doing work. Does that mean that the project manager, or worse, the project leader, is supposed to be some kind of universal monkey transport system? Well, no. Just because managers or leaders' responsibility is to see barriers are removed doesn't mean that they have to do all the heavy lifting to remove the barriers. Let's say the DevOps specialist on the team is blocked from automating the build pipeline. The blockage is the lack of a license for a key tool. The purchase of the license is stuck somewhere in the purchasing process. Leadership's job is to have somebody track it down and find out why it is stuck and unstick it. Only if it's absolutely necessary should the manager or leader get involved in fixing the problem. The somebody should have the authority to do that based on the fact that they're working on behalf of the leader. So somebody. One problem these days is that most organizations are running so lean that there's no slack, no extra somebody available to track things down so that the manager or leader can get them unstuck. In a lean startup environment, the lack of slack is palpable. So guess who gets to be the somebody every time? How many times do the lean startup founders end up carrying most of the monkeys just so the team can get the real work done? That way lies burnout, frustration, and despair. That's why so many coaches advocate hiring virtual assistants. Your time and energy are too important to waste on monkeys. Next time, we're going to drill in on the specifics of monkey management. This channel is dedicated to helping software projects succeed, not just in the short term, but in the long. So if you'd like more content like this, then be sure to subscribe and hit the bell below to to be notified when more content becomes available. Also, if you have any questions, concerns, complaints, or issues, put them in the comment below and I'll be happy to entertain them. That's it for me, for you for now. I hope you have a great day and a great week. Be careful out there. I'll be seeing you.